Fraction multiplication. Now, I'm going to talk about how to multiply fractions by hand. You are always welcome and encouraged to use your calculator during exams, during class, but I do want to talk about the mechanics of how you multiply fractions without a calculator. So, the nice thing about fraction multiplication is you don't have to worry about making common denominators. With addition and subtraction for fractions, you do. With fraction multiplication, you simply multiply straight across. So you multiply the numerators together and you multiply the denominators together. So here we would have 10 times 3 on top, and on the bottom we would have 7 times 5, just multiplying straight across. 10 times 3 is 30, and 7 times 5 is 35. The instruction that's given on ALEKS is to give your answers in simplest form. So I can reduce this fraction a little bit. There is a common factor for 30 and 35. They are both divisible by 5. So I am going to go ahead and divide the top and the bottom by 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 6 and 7 do not have any common factors besides 1. So that is our final answer, and our fraction is in simplest form. Another way that we could have done this problem, just kind of separate the page a bit, 10 over 7 times 3 over 5. Now, one way I could have done this, I know that, let me get my pointer, 10 and 5, so one thing on the top and one thing on the bottom, those have a common factor of 5. So what I can do, I can take 10 and divide 10 by 5, so 10 divided by 5 is 2. So I'm going to make this into a 2, and I will do the same thing with one of the factors on the bottom. So 5 divided by 5 is going to give me 1, so this would become a 1. So now we have, instead of 10 on top, it's a 2, and still a 7 down below, and then 3 over 1. Multiplying straight across here is a lot easier. 2 times 3 is 6, and 7 times 1 is 7. So because I simplified things before I multiplied, I didn't have to simplify in the end like I did over here. You're free to do it either way. You can also use your calculator, but that is one way of doing it to make the math a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and do one more example. All right, so over here, if I think about that second method that I did, we have 9 halves times 7 eighths. So I'm looking for common factors for any combination of a top and a bottom. I know 9 and 2 don't have any common factors, and 9 and 8 don't have any common factors, so I can't simplify there. 7 and 2 don't have any common factors, and 7 and 8 don't have any common factors. So there are no common factors here. I cannot simplify before starting, and that means that when I multiply things out, I won't be able to simplify either. If you can't simplify in the beginning, you won't be able to simplify in the end when it comes to fraction multiplication. Oops, let me get my pen. All right, so multiplying straight across, we have 9 times 7 over 2 times 8. 9 times 7 is 63, and 2 times 8 is 16. And that is our final answer, 63 over 16. And that's all there is to it.